Oh, yeah, that has been great. Do we have all the colors still? I wonder if we still have the gold, because I know we had this yesterday. Okay, all right. I don't know who this guy is. I don't think he works here. Who? I met him backstage. All right, this is first day. It's first day in the overnights. We're gonna see if he makes it. All right, so 520031 is the item number. Now, I presented this, Dan, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I think it was yesterday. It might have been the day before. It was part of the 4th of July weekend. It's a brand new deal. It's a brand new deal, and it is unbelievable. This is the Polaroid full, each one of these cameras is full high definition dash cam. It has night vision and it includes the SD card and the mount. We have it in red, gold, blue, black, and silver. I own this. I have one for me and one for my daughter. You should get one for every car, especially at this price, $7.99 to get home on 5 flex pay. The total is $39.95. Last time I checked though, gold was limited. So I think, do we have all the colors still? We do, we have all the colors still, but gold I think is gonna be the first to sell out. Yeah, okay, so here's the deal. If, for the weekend, almost half sold out already. If you are driving down the street, by the way, there's some of the features, beautiful 2-inch LED screen. It's 120 viewing degree angle. It has a screensaver. It automatically turns off when you start your car and starts moving, it starts recording. You don't have to do anything. Once you install it, it just works. It does everything for you. It records over itself unless, you know, you get an accident or anything. You could save it, take it out, download it, and you can upload it to the insurance company. So if you've been in an accident, and I told the story before, my daughter was in an accident, she's fine, everybody was fine, but it was he said, she said, everybody, you know, everybody was saying something different, and I'm gonna tell you the truth that my daughter I did not have a dash cam in her car at the time, and that would have been the eyewitness, and the insurance company, first thing they said to me is, do you have your, you know, why don't you just upload the dash cam footage? And I was like, you know, they kind of just assume everybody's got a dash cam now, and they take it as legal, you know, and the police officer on the scene was like, all right, what does your dash cam say? I think so many people have a dash cam. I didn't, I do now. So I really want you to have a dash cam. We have a producer here named Paul, who was driving along and somebody made an illegal turn right in front of him, cut him off. He showed me the footage. We were in the producer's room a couple days ago. He goes, look at this. And he had the footage, showed the police, showed the insurance company, 100% not his fault. So his insurance didn't go up, and you've got that footage. By the way, you own that footage. You choose whether or not to show anybody that footage, by the way. The dash cam, you're getting that. The mount, you're getting that. The micro USB car charger, oh, you're getting that. You're also getting a 16 gigabyte memory card. Sometimes that's extra if you buy it for other people. You have to buy the memory, we include that. You're also getting the Video Suite Special Edition from Movavi, and that's if you want to edit some of the footage. And then 1-year limited warranty. Printer Picks $50 voucher. That's a really cool site. You can get a lot of fun things. So we're gonna include that voucher. So when you get it home, look for the voucher. Don't throw that out because it's like it's like $50 worth of products. It's really fun. So here's the deal. We launched this for $79.95. I think it was on sale because it's $99.95, and we launched it as like an introductory price for $20 off. So we launched it for, you know, sale price $79.95, and the original HSN price is $100. It's $39.95. Everybody should have a dash cam. I'm telling you right now, how many cars do you own? That's how many dash cams. And as you go along in life, you know, if you're my age, I'm sure you've been in some kind of fender bender, or you witnessed some kind. If I had a statistic of how many car accidents happen per day, and it's not like, oh, I don't know anybody who's ever been in like a car accident. And I'll tell you one thing, after an accident, sometimes you don't remember what happened. Sometimes it's like, honestly, it's a very kind of a jarring experience. You may think, you know, gosh, I think it was my fault. And then you look at the footage, oh, wait a minute, that wasn't my fault at all. That person came out of nowhere and that was illegal, and I've got it on tape, and it's clear, high definition video, by the way. It's not like a blurry, like grainy, and some of them are like that. This is from a company, perhaps you've heard of it, Polaroid, who's known for their cameras. So at $39.95, this is honestly the best deal we've ever, I can't imagine us doing a better deal with this. $7.99, and we're gonna send you your very own dash cam. We're gonna have another presentation at 1 p.m.